Hi everybody, my name is Tara, and as you can see behind me, I like ribbon. I love making hair bows for little girls. I think they just are the crown jewel of little girls. Now I do have a very specific style of hair bows, and I'm going to be showing you tutorial videos on how to make that. I'm going super slow so you can understand what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. My style of bows is what's called Southern style hair bows. They're not the ginormous hair bows. They're about 6 inches in length. Someone asked me one time, how many ribbons do I actually have? And I think it's about 1,000. What you see behind me is not all that I have. I actually have most of my Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and 4th of July. And although you see some back here, most of them are in Tupperware bins kind of put away because, well, room is limited, space is limited around here. So let's get started. Let's get making some hair bows. First, I must apologize about making this first tutorial. I'm a little nervous. I'm not quite sure exactly how this will go. If I stutter over my words, if y'all understand me, please let me know in the future or in the comment section. I am happy to help in any way possible. Okay, let's get going. First things first is you're gonna need to get your Grosgrain ribbon. I like to use 2.25 inch Grosgrain ribbon. They do come smaller and it does come to 3 to 4 inches, but for a standard hair bow, let's go ahead and use the 2.25 inches. Upholstery thread is a must in making these bows. It doesn't matter the color you choose as long as it's nice and sturdy. Go ahead and go buy yourself a pack of sewing needles that you can find at your local craft store. You want something that's big enough but not too sharp where if you accidentally stick yourself with it, you're gonna draw blood and ruin your hair bow. First loop, you wanna grab the left side and try your best to make it as loopy as possible. And then you want to grab the right side and try your best to make it even. It doesn't have to be at this point perfect. I will show you how to check yourself. You're then going to grab your alligator clip. I have a small one, and I use this to hold my ribbon in place. Now I'm going to show you on the back side how it looks, how it's even, and how I'll hold my hand. Now, the most important part, and the part that got me stuck when I was learning how to make bows, is where to put the top left loop. As you can tell, there are 2 slots in 3 different ribbons. You want to make sure that the loop goes in the back, where your original piece was. Make sure it fits right in the back right there. Lay it down, kind of slide it in with the other ribbon. Right? So, okay, see how it's in there? It's very important. Then you're going to grab the remaining part of the ribbon and just kind of flip it over. Flip it over and hold on to it so you don't lose it. Now, these are not perfect, and I will show you how to correct them to make sure they're all even. Now that you have your bow situated, you want to grab your 19/8 banana clip, seal it in place nice and tight. Make sure you grab your needle. You want to go straight through the middle first. You want to go top through the banana clip, bottom banana clip, top again. You want to go back to the bottom, and you want to finish on the top. Next, you need to make the middle part of the bow. So using your right hand, grab the 2 upholstery threads in the back of the banana clip. Using your left hand to hold the banana clip and ribbon in place. Now, this is the very important part. You want to make sure you're pulling outward, not down or up. And when you pull outward, do you see how it squinches up in the middle? That's the effect that you want in order to make your bow have that Southern style look. Remove your banana clip. Now that tail is way too long. Excuse me while I use this ugly board to remove the tail. Okay, now that's cleaned up. Whoops. Okay, so your bow is perfect. All it needs now is the middle part of the bow. For the middle knot, I'm going to use the same 2.25 inch Grosgrain ribbon. Move your bow aside. You then want to grab a glue gun, a glue stick, double-sided tape. I like to use my glue gun. I've had it for a very long time and it's perfect. Now don't go crazy with the glue, but just give one little glue strip along the side. Then you're going to fold your ribbon in half and press it down firmly, just so it all sticks. Now you have a 2.25 inch Grosgrain ribbon that has been folded in half perfectly. My go-to barrette is a 3 inch French barrette that I get at Hobby Lobby. You must disassemble the French barrette in order to adhere it to the bow. Make sure the crease is facing you whenever you fold your middle knot. You're going to fold it just like you would tie a shoe or a knot. But as you pull it through, using your right hand, I want you to twist it just a little to the left, still holding it. This will give you the Hershey Kiss knot that I like. Let me do it again for you. The crease is in the front facing you, and then the fold part is below. Twist it around your fingers, pull it through, keeping your left hand firm, grab your right fingers, and just twist it a little to the left. This gives that Hershey Kiss knot that looks perfect on the bows. So using your glue gun, you want to put a hefty bit of glue in the middle of your bow. Grab the middle knot and just place it right in the center. Now, as it's drying, what I like to do is kind of make sure that my ribbon that I have just folded into a bow, it's not creased up. However, I've got to fix these parts. They drive me crazy. Snip it there and snip it there. I do like to use my wood burning tool to kind of seal the edges because that frill does bother me. Now you need to attach your French barrette to it. Again, use your glue gun. Put quite a bit of glue back there and place it right in the back middle. Same thing for the edges. Fold down, and it's drying time. You're almost finished. Assembling the back part of the French barrette is imperative to make sure your bow works correctly. Slide the middle part of the French barrette clip in place. You then want to grab the top part, which looks like to me a smiley face. There are two prongs on the back of the barrette that allows you to clip them right into place. See how that looks? When you snap it into place, your bow is perfect and ready to be on top of a little girl's hair. The next bow I'm going to show you is how to create a double layered ribbon bow. You're going to need double-sided tape in order to achieve this look. I went ahead and pre-taped my ribbon on accident. I do apologize, but you can see how it's kind of a glossy, sticky, tacky. I mean, it's tape. So go all the way through from one edge to the other edge and tape your bow. Just one side, one ribbon, and then lay the other ribbon on top of it. Now, push kind of firmly, make sure it sticks out in there. Don't get crazy with it. And do this the whole way down from the top of the ribbon to the other edge of the ribbon. Okay, so time to start making the bow. Grab your left loop. You want to fold it and loop it and keep it right above the edge, just a smidge. Do the same thing with the right-hand side. And I guess a good piece of advice is when you're making a hair bow, it's almost like you're creating an X. Okay, so keep that in mind. You want to use your small alligator clip and clamp it into place to kind of help guide you. And they do come in different sizes. I've just run out of the sizes. The top loop, you want to put it behind that first piece of ribbon you lay down. Stick it in there nice and snug. Grab the other piece and flip it over like so. Okay, so now you have your first steps of the bow. Grab your 1980s hair clip and clamp it into place. And this is where I start adjusting my bow to make sure it's even on both sides. One side's not lopsided to create that pretty bow. Using your pre-thread needle, push from the bottom on the back side, pull it through, and you're going to start threading your bow. Make sure it's even. Whoop, I got some ribbon stuck in there. You want to go top first, the bottom again, top again, bottom again, and back to top, and pull out the thread. Pulling the thread is going to be a little bit more difficult, not impossible, because you do have double layer ribbon. So you want to place your hands correctly on the bow, on the back of the banana clip, and you want to pull outward. You want to pull behind the banana clip to create the accordion look on the bow. Grab your banana clip and remove it. And one thing I forgot to mention is when I'm making my bows, after I do the banana clip part, I do like to secure it a little bit better. I grab the extra thread that's on the back of the bow and I loop it one direction twice. And then I grab the other additional piece and loop it 2 times around. Give it a nice big tug. and almost like you're tying a knot in a shoe. Nothing crazy, just tie it to secure it. Cut it off with a pair of scissors. Hold up, we got to remove this tail. It's going to drive me crazy. Excuse me 1 second while I remove it. And perfect. I'm very pleased with this bow. It looks really good. The loops are nice and even. It holds really well. Everything on the back looks nice and symmetrical. But now it's time to create the middle knot part. I'm going to show you something really cool that I have discovered making hair bows. Still using a Grosgrain ribbon, I found 2 ribbons that look good together. And I'm just going to make sure that they both are the same size when I fold them. Use your glue gun and just run it right along the top of the ribbon. Place your additional ribbon right on top of it and make sure it's nice and secure. Now at this point, because I want a thick middle Hershey Kiss knot, I'm going to then turn it over and put more glue on the back side of the ribbon and fold it nice and, well, I didn't do a very good job of that. I think I'm going to have to grab my glue stick. Yep. Okay. So grab my glue stick and just put a little bit more glue so that part doesn't flip open. But I want to make sure it's nice and stiff and strong. Not stiff like a board, but stiff enough. Does that make sense? I'm then going to fold it with the middle part folded on top. Fold it, twist it, and give myself a Hershey Kiss. And this bow is going to look fantastic. So put some glue in the middle of the center of the bow. Grab your Hershey Kiss and just lay it right in the middle again. Folding it back and kind of adjusting the ribbons, make sure the glue doesn't get stuck to it. You gotta get rid of those extra edges. Cut those off. A good bit of glue. The back of your French barrette lays right on top of it. Again, use your glue to glue the edges of the knot. Face down one, fold it over, and now it's just a process of waiting. Now that the bow is dry, you need to finish assembling the back of the French barrette. Put the middle part rainbow facing up in the middle. Grab the front part, make sure it's faced correctly. Slide it into the 2 holes, snap it down, snap, and now your bow's done.